Today's Friday, July 27th, 2018, and welcome to the Music Business Blitz.
Today's Friday, and you know what that means. Tomorrow is Sleep In Saturdays. That's what I like to call them. I don't know what you guys call them. Maybe you call them get up early on Saturdays so I can do some cardio and just kill the rest of the day. I don't know, perhaps, maybe. I call them Sleep In Saturdays. But seriously though, make sure you take some time yourself this weekend to recuperate and regenerate for the next week. And speaking of next week, I'm going to be taking some time off. Got some stuff I got to handle, but I'll be back in the swing of things the first full week of August. So without further ado, let's jump into today's stories.
Billboard Charts are seeing new competition.
The media company who owns Rolling Stone, Variety, Deadline, and IndieWire, they're called Penske Media, and they recently invested in music charts and data company Buzz Angle Music. Now, if this doesn't sound like a big deal, then you probably don't work at Billboard or Nielsen SoundScan, because never before have either of those companies had any type of competition quite like this. Now, Jay Penske, the founder, chairman, and CEO of Penske Media, said, quote, "Buzz Angle has already accomplished many milestones, but as part of this new alliance, we will jointly push even more aggressively to make the charts an essential and central part of music, media, and the entertainment industry." And I can hear you right now, you're probably going, cool. Why would someone want to get in the business of music charting? Well, for one, the Billboard charts are quite confusing and a bit outdated when it comes to how songs move up and down each particular chart, which has a lot of industry folks on edge and calling for an update. And although Billboard has made recent updates to account for the massive popularity of streaming, it's still currently not enough, and there apparently isn't enough transparency still. So enter Buzz Angle, whose charts are very easy to understand, extremely segregated to allow for more accurate reporting, and have been used on a business-to-business or B2B level for quite some time now by a range of major US players in the industry. Now, if you go to their site, buzzanglemusic.com, and click on the Charts tab, you'll quickly understand what I am talking about here in regards to multiple charts, in regards to being able to slice and dice the data any way you want, and it being very transparent. Now, I do also want to point out that Mitch Barnes, who is CEO of the Nielsen Company, is leaving his position as CEO at the end of this year, in 2018. And although the Nielsen Company has another CEO in place to take Mitch's spot, I'm sure that the timing of this Penske Media purchase was extremely calculated. And so I will end the story like this, my thoughts here. Think about it like this. If you own a very influential pop culture-based magazine like Rolling Stone or like Variety or even IndieWire, and then you become a major player when it comes to charting music consumption, I'm not going to actually say major, I'm going to say the main entity that everyone goes to see how particular music is charting, then you've built quite the sought-after commodity to advertise with, haven't you? You built a advertising powerhouse, and you are going to make some serious cash. So think about it from that angle for a second.
Artist discovery through an app.
So the Spanish broadcasting system recently launched an app called Hitsmaker, and it is marketed as a tool, well, it's an app, so it's a tool, to help unknown musicians find a golden ticket to, quote, a network of influential radio professionals in the US. Now, the idea here is that once these radio professionals find an artist that they like, then they'll essentially give them radio play or give them opportunities to help launch their career. So the way the app works is you install it, you create a profile, and then you can either use it as a social media tool to follow and find other artists if you just want to use it as a consumer, or you can use it as an artist to record and upload a video of yourself singing along to your favorite song. Now, by the spelling of the app's name, Hitsmaker, Hitzmaker, we clearly know who this is marketed towards. And even if you go to the App Store, it says marketed towards teens. And I went to their website, I took a look over it. No names or personalities are listed within the, quote, influential radio professionals. So to me, this deep down is screaming, give me your contact information and social habits so that I can resell it. And I honestly don't think that this app is going to be very useful for anybody. But I do like the idea, right? If there was a particular app that curated up-and-coming artists and had more than just, their songs and maybe links to their social profile, but, an app was able to go and crawl and take a look on the internet and get stats, many stats from these different artists, and there's one place that it could be found, I guarantee that A&R people would eat that up. So if you're an app developer, or if you want to get into the app development game, I think that is an untapped market that you can make $1 bajillion doing.
Metallica Setlist relies on streaming data.
In somewhat ironic news, David Elk, the CEO of Spotify, mentioned during his recent earnings report call that Metallica create their live performance set list using data from Spotify to figure out what songs are the most popular in each city that they are performing in. Now, whether this is 100% true or not begs to be debated, as the news was mentioned during an earnings call, so take it with a grain of salt. But regardless, I don't know why artists haven't started doing this more. Maybe they're just doing it in the shadows, because why would you not want to personalize your set list? Consumers, they want personalized stuff now, so that is the best way of doing it, and you have the data, so I want you guys to go out there and try that. Give it a shot. Do it now. Let me know how it turns out. All right, I'm going to step off my soapbox. I'm going to jump off the mic here. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll catch back up with you in 2 weeks.